Oh my god. This is my niece calling me. My niece is calling me right now. My phone is vibrating. Stop calling me. Why are you calling? No. All right. We're good. Yeah, I'm thinking about moving this to a dropper bottle too. And then you have to buy new paint. Dude, this is exactly what people say, Ramble. I don't believe that they're doing it in a malicious way, but you never know. You never know. Hold up, let me text her real quick, just to make sure everything is fine. One sec. Okay, nothing important. Nothing important. Is that the niece that... Is that the niece that when she had to go home, you just gave her a map and pointed in the general direction? No. That wasn't a video game, sir. You're confusing real life and video games, Talik? This is a dangerous development. Generally speaking, real life and video games are different. I recommend you keep focused that way, because when those two things start blurring together, you get into really weird scenarios. Is this a painting video game? No. This is real life. Talik is losing it, guys. But I am a man on the screen. And maybe I'm not real. Maybe I'm just an imaginary friend. That could be. Am I real? Is anything real? Is this all just one big social experiment? Are the other guys in the chat real? Is this just real life simulator? I don't know, guys. Lowko, I've never seen you in real life. I can't confirm you exist. That is correct. Because I don't. Okay. This is Unreal 5. It might be Unreal. It certainly could be. We'll have to use a little bit of yellow and a little bit of red. No, I don't actually play the game. I just do painting. I looked at a video explaining the rules to playing this game, but it didn't look very fun. Maybe it is, I don't know. I tried figuring out the rules and it seemed kind of annoying, but maybe it is really fun to play. Okay, I have to do a little bit of wet blending. Yeah. We're gonna do red at the bottom, yellow at the top. So I think what I'm gonna do is start with the yellow and then we'll go from there, because the red is a much stronger color. So yellow at the top. People have been saying Age of Sigmar is really fun. The new rules or whatever. Wet blending. So we tried to blend in a little bit of the red as the yellow is still wet. Try and get a little bit of color variety. So we can kind of just mix them together like so. And we should get, as long as I follow the shapes, a reasonably good blend and gradient in between. Just on a bit of a timer, you know? Is that good? Does that look like flames? I think that looks pretty good. Yeah. We'll just have to hold it up like this and wait until it's dry. A Dutchman just set a new world record in the Trek bicycle? Yo! That's unfair, dude. Dutch people start practicing for the bicycle world championships when they're like 2 years old. That's not allowed. Oh, thank you, Heizo. Is this my better angle? Is that what you're saying? My normal camera angle is too forward? Dude, it's the hairbang over here? Yeah. Oh, look at that that very casual, that nonchalant look right over here. My God. I've been mewing every day. How do you mew? I don't know how to mew, but I've been doing it every day. The Dutch learned to bike before they learned to walk? True. Absolutely correct. I've never accidentally drank my paint water before. I feel like I'm never gonna accidentally drink this. Like sometimes I like to take a sip on purpose, but you know, other than that, generally I don't. I don't see myself doing it on accident. Tastes like paint. What the Sigma? Mewing every day is a plus 100 aura for each 1 minute of mewing? You also said you would never be a brush licker. I have been doing a little bit of brush licking, Barnacle. Not with the metallic paints though. I feel like that's a bad idea. All my friends drink paint water, so you know. Now I do it too, because I want to fit in. I'm just kidding, I don't have any friends. I think I'm gonna hold it up like this. There you go. You dry like this. Okay. Yeah, I don't think actually eating aluminum flakes is a great plan. I think this is okay. I'll have to do the handle of this. I think I'll make the handle brown. A little bit of a brown color. I've drank it. So this is technically non-toxic paints, but I don't think that means that you are allowed to eat them, you know? I don't think that's what you should be doing. Even though it's technically not supposed to be at the same time it's also technically non-toxic. Yeah, technically non-toxic. I don't think that means you should be eating it though. I don't think that's a great plan. But hey, you do you. I can't stop you, Ramble. I know you like it. I know you just like the taste. And I respect you for it. It is a little weird, I will be honest with you, but like the fact that you go out and you just buy acrylic paints just to eat them, you know, that's a bit weird. Gonna make yourself a nice bowl of paint soup. Back in the day, it used to be more fun. Yeah, they used to use like actual pigments. Yeah, like cadmium and stuff. Very, I'm sure you could still have those issues actually if you use like oil paints or something. Oil paints, enamels, actual inks. Yeah, I don't think you should eat those. I don't think you should be eating acrylics either, but you know, if you're gonna be eating any of these, you should probably be eating the acrylics instead. Like what I'm saying is if you are addicted to eating paint, maybe you should try and, you know, rather than going cold turkey, just go acrylics first, you know? You only eat crayons? Delicious. Yeah, they used to make paint out of radium. For some reason, they don't do that anymore. It's a strange thing. You feel like paint is only a stepping stone from glue? I have a little bit of glue right over here on this tile. Okay. How is my little dingly dangle doing? Little dingly dangle is doing all right. It's dangling. It's dingling. I think the way I'm gonna do this is attach all the little metallic parts, and then we'll do weathering on all the metallics in one go, rather than doing a little bit of it and then a little bit more. Or at least like the... I'm not sure, maybe I should let this dry for a little bit more, huh? Yeah, we'll actually do a little bit of it right now, because I need to let these things dry a bit more. I want to do some weathering, first and foremost with some Agrax. This is a lovely little brownish, muddy kind of color that tends to settle a lot in recesses and stuff, which is really sweet. Also, I accidentally tipped this. This was my very first paint tippage. I accidentally tipped over this little tub and I got it all over my desk and I lost about half the bottle and I fucked up everything. So I only have about maybe a third of the bottle remaining. Yeah, not great. Not my favorite way of doing it. Thank you, Lowko Mooney. It wasn't really me sharing an achievement of mine, but thank you for congratulating me regardless. So we're gonna put this over all of the metallic parts. We'll do the one at the front last, I guess. Maybe we'll do a little bit of variety, but... It wasn't really me sharing an achievement though, but I'm glad you liked it. Have I considered selling my work? No. I like painting for fun, man. I feel like commission work is not for me, but also I'm not good enough for that sort of thing. But even if I were, I don't think it would be fun for me. I think I would kind of like get rid of the enjoyment. Also, miniature painters don't seem to get paid very much at all, dude. I've heard some crazy stories on YouTube where people are like, hey, can you paint this entire army that's like 50 minis and is gonna take you 2 months to complete? And apparently people, you know, at that point give their rates, right? They're like, okay, it's gonna cost you that much. And they're like, well, actually, I only have about $150. Can you please paint my entire army that's gonna take you 2 months? And, you know, a fuck ton of paint as well and a couple brushes and all that. Can you please paint it for $150 instead? Apparently it's it's a crazy business. A lot of people don't really want to pay any money for art, I guess. But it also doesn't seem very fun for me in general, you know? But there are a lot of stories of people that are like, hey, can you paint my army for basically nothing? Yeah, I guess it's creative work in general, right? But also, I heard of this from like a guy that does a lot of commission work. The way this usually apparently goes is like a new miniature comes out. Like a new miniature releases, you paint that one up, it's gonna take you a while, and then you post it on Instagram. And then people go like, hey, yo, I also have this miniature, I would like to add it to my army. Can you paint it exactly like the one that you have painted already? So like, if you do a really good job on a certain bit of work, and people actually want to pay you a decent amount to be doing commission work, you're now painting the same miniature for the next half year. Because like, you know, you're just doing the same fucking miniature and you're doing copy paste work. Like it's, yeah, it also kind of kills the enjoyment, I think. Like say you've done an amazing job with, I don't know, a Tyrannid, and you post that Tyrannid on Instagram and you're like, hey, people are like, yo, maybe paint this one exactly the same way for my army too. Now you're painting the same Tyrannid for the next half year. I don't know, I feel like commission work, if it's your thing, it's probably really fun, but I can also imagine it's kind of annoying. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like people I think in general with most art out there, like be it canvas or miniature painting or whatever, like people will not pay a regular hourly wage, right? I can imagine most artists out there, they will probably work below minimum wage. Just for, you know, doing what they enjoy doing. But it's yeah, it depends obviously, right? If you're gonna request somebody who's very well known, it's a different story. But if you're kind of like a guy out there who just can do a decent job and like, you know, you really like it, it's gonna be really difficult, I think, to get a... But this goes for any creative work in general, right? Yeah. But like, okay, so say you buy some, okay, I'm actually curious, right? Say you're really into Warhammer, right? And you want like a big centerpiece model that you know is gonna take a guy 100 hours to complete, right? If you want it up to a really high standard, it's gonna take 100 hours. Is that guy gonna be able to charge like 5 grand or whatever for a miniature? Like that also seems a little extreme, no? That's never gonna happen. It can happen, but it's very unlikely. I think most conversations you have at that point are just people that are excited, yeah, and they would like you to paint it. So you just kind of send a lot of no's. I don't know. I don't think that would be fun, but yeah, there are definitely people out there that make a living off of painting Warhammer miniatures. It's probably a good way to get started. Like if you're trying to like, I don't know, make a name for yourself or something, maybe it's a good way to get started, but I personally cannot imagine myself doing a lot of that. That's why many provide a baseline range, yeah. So what's the average rate? Does anybody know? What's the average hourly rate for a miniature painter? I have no idea. Yeah, but like 12 euros 50 an hour? If you have to take into consideration the cost as well of paints and, you know, everything else that comes with painting, like 12 euro 50 an hour? That is, it's gonna be, you know, especially if it's like freelance work, so you may get a job like that every once in a while. It's not a very good way of making a living, no? Most people do fixed sums based on the size of the model and the level of quality. Okay. Yeah, that makes the most sense. That does definitely make the most sense. I think it's a good idea if you do that sort of thing, but then you do it while, for example, streaming or making videos or something like it. It seems like a good way to get started in my mind, but I don't think it's a very great long-term strategy. But maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Entire army for $150? No way, dude. But I can imagine there are people that do reach out to content creators that are like, hey, do you want to paint my army for 150 bucks? Could you please spend the next 100 hours on your life? Or of your life on my army? Thank you. People who do centerpieces in display quality often focus on that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, that makes sense. So they just do one of the two. Like either they do army painting or they do display painting, right? That makes the most sense for sure. Yeah. I feel like being an artist in general though, like if you are an artist in any medium, it doesn't matter what it is. It's gonna be really fucking hard to make a living, I think. Like there's gonna be a few people that do really well, and then a few that, or then the vast majority, it's very top heavy. To be fair, I guess that goes with pretty much everything, right? I mean, I make a living off of making videos on the internet and doing live streaming and stuff. It is also very top heavy. Hey, thank you, Talik. Glad you like it. The perceived value of art versus what it takes to do is very low. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Orange Fury, thank you. Thank you very much. I think I want to use the threat over here too. I've repainted this section. I wanted to make it a little bit more obvious. Thank you for the $1, bro. It still work? Yeah, exactly. But like, you know, like, okay, what I'm trying to say, right? Say you phone a plumber because your water is not working or whatever. You know the plumber is gonna cost money, right? I don't know what the average hourly wage of a plumber is, but it's gonna be specialized work. It's gonna be kind of pricey. But at the same time, I think a lot of people that will be looking to get, you know, creative work done will not even be remotely close to paying a similar rate. Even though you might argue that like any sort of artistic work is going to be a lot more specialized than plumbing. Yeah, it can also be an emergency, 100%. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't take 100 hours to fix a toilet. Yeah, it's a little tricky. Like writing? Yeah, writing also gotta be very hard. Like writing also has to be incredibly top heavy, for sure. Like the Stephen Kings of this world make a very good living, but I can imagine the vast majority of writers don't make shit. I don't know how that goes with like museums, right? So I recently went to a museum. I was wondering about that. Like, what is the business side of things? Like, for example, we went to this thing it's called Singer in Laren. It's a Dutch city. Anyways, they have this like massive art, what do you call it? Like exhibition that is like, I don't know, like 6 galleries big or whatever, of this guy who's like, he lives relatively close by where I live apparently. I think he's like in his early 40s, and he is clearly spending a fuck ton of time putting all of that together, right? And it's gonna be on display for like a while. It's gonna be on display for maybe like a half year, maybe 9 months or so. But how much does somebody like that get paid for that? I have no clue. I wish, like, I have no idea. But for every guy that gets an exhibition, there's gotta be so many that don't get anything, right? And they're just like making shit and they're trying their best, but ultimately they're not to that level. Sometimes the commissions are the entry price. Fair. It was cool. It was really nice to see. No blood yet. We have to definitely add more blood. I did do a little bit of blood up here. There's like a heart. I don't know if you can see the heart. I also did a little bit of blood over there, and also a little bit of blood in the guts. I don't know. I feel like, so long story short, I feel like making a living out of art has got to be really, really tough. There's going to be some guys that get paid a fuck ton of money, but I feel like the majority of people don't get paid much at all. Yeah, like manga? Exactly. But I guess that's for anything creative though, right? Like it's the same for music or, you know, writing, poetry, whatever. It's gotta be tough. It's the same with streaming? Yeah, 100%. And you need to get a little lucky too, right? Like, oh shit, no. Okay, this thing is not stuck properly yet. We have to do this again. I feel like if I were to start streaming now, it would be incredibly hard to grow any viewer base. Okay, we needed to let this dry for a little bit more. Maybe I can let it dry like this better? I'm not sure. It's all about luck? I don't think it's all about luck. But luck is definitely a big part in many things, yes. 100%. But if I were to start streaming in 2024, would I have anybody watching? I have no idea. There's definitely a skill to making stuff, I guess, but it's not like I'm doing anything exceptional in my mind. Like I'm not doing anything super special on my streams. I just, I do my own thing, I guess, and I kind of just play games and we do a lot of different things. You would not be watching for sure. Thank you, Echo. But that's what I'm saying, right? Like, I feel like especially for the first bunch of years of me making content, essentially full time, even though I didn't make a living out of it, but making content for a very long time, it was kind of shit. But I see a lot of people that start streaming in 2024 or whatever, and it is difficult to get any viewer, like to get any viewer base at all. Now, obviously, part of that is also the algorithms and stuff. It's a bit tricky. There's gamers you follow on YouTube that barely get 1,000 views, yeah. The hardest thing to do is to click the live button and start doing your thing. I honestly don't really have trouble with that. I have heard that from many streamers, Mickey. It seems like there's loads of streamers out there that before they go live, they spent like, I don't know, a half hour hyping themselves up just to click the go live button. I've heard that story from many people. I've personally never had that. But yeah, I'm also a bit of a tryhard, I guess. That's you on the ladder? Yeah, same thing. I don't think I'm necessarily, no, I don't think I'm certainly not the best streamer out there, but I feel like one thing I am quite good at is being consistent. I will be fucking consistent. I can outgrind many streamers out there. With consistency, at least. I'll be there. I don't like this song. Isn't that why you have a countdown? No, the countdown on my stream is just for me to get ready. To get the coffee going and whatnot. You watched Maximum for a while, and it became obvious he didn't care for his viewers anymore? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to take anything for granted. I understand I'm in a blessed position. Artists who work in a specialist field tend to make more. Yeah, no, for sure. Profitable generalism is very tough, for sure, 100%. He gets a lot of money from Liquid and sponsors. Sub count is secondary. Right. I think also like making just content on one platform is tough though. If you're focused just on Twitch, I don't think you're setting yourselves up for success as a content creator, but it's that's what I'm thinking, you know, like if you were to get started right now, it is kind of difficult because it's sort of expected that you do a little bit of everything. Just do a little bit of everything, you know? Just do a little bit of, you know, social posting, do a little bit of YouTube, do a little bit of this, and then be consistent about it and preferably spend 50 hours a week. Yeah, it's kind of tricky. It's also being able to do something that you can actually consistently do, right? Like if your niche is to do really high energy, I don't know, you're playing a character or whatever, right? I feel like playing a character for 50 hours a week is practically impossible. So I think it's important that you're yourself as well, but it's, yeah. I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like if I were to get started with streaming in 2024, I don't think I don't know. I don't know. When you started, did it feel like I had to play a character? There were definitely times where I did feel like I was playing a bit of a character, yes. I remember specifically back in the day on YouTube, whenever like PewDiePie became really popular. I've been making YouTube videos since 2008. And there was this period where every gaming YouTuber was fucking hyperactive. And those still exist. But I kind of felt like, oh my god, that's what people want to watch. So I guess that's what I gotta do. And then I realized, you know what, no. But I think some of that is also just insecurity, right? Because you don't really know what people want to watch and you kind of just try different things and you gotta have some faith that you doing what you do right now is the right thing to do. And yeah, Ultimately, I didn't want to play a character. That seems stupid. But I guess you ultimately always play a little bit of a character, right? Because it's not like I talk this much in day-to-day life. Like, it's not like when I go offline, I'm like fucking narrating everything I do. Lauren would kill me. You don't, Lowko. Yeah, I don't go to the supermarket. No, no. What's up, you guys? Today we're gonna choose yogurt. Look at what I found. Wow, this yogurt is on sale. I think it's a lot of trial and error for sure. Yeah, I think trial and error is the only way to do anything. And you kind of have to find what you like to make as well, right? I don't think you get it right on the first time, which is, like, I think for content creation, you kind of have to get started, but it's also kind of demoralizing because it's difficult to get started. It's like the first few times you do anything is going to be kind of shitty, I guess. I mean, I have an entire YouTube channel to prove how shitty my early videos were. And I'm purposefully not taking them offline. I'm not ashamed of them. Like the Christmas video you guys keep linking, that one, yeah, that one's fucking cringe. That one's hard to watch. But I'm not ashamed of it. Okay, little torch is looking quite torchy. I was born in '92, Ghurk, so I made my YouTube channel in 2008. I think March of 2008, so I must have been 50. It's been a while. I've literally had my YouTube channel for more than half my life now. Is that insane? I'm ashamed of you, Lowko. Thank you, buddy. My first HD video? Oh God, what did you link? I put the graphics card that I had in the title of the video? That is so cringe. First person video on demand, first person live game, part 1? Jeez Louise. I was running an HD 6870 GPU. A ZVZ as well.
Hello everyone, my name is Lowko, and today we got a game that I recently played, and
yeah, that's me, Bally.
Live cast. I played this game on my new video card. As you guys might know, I ordered a new video card yesterday, and I got it on the...
As if anybody would know! Why would you know that I bought a new graphics card? Nobody knew that. I was just very happy about it, man. A decked out card? Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah! Why did my voice sound deeper back then? Your voice changes over the years. I don't think you realize it. I'm also, I think, much better at using my voice these days. I used to get a sore throat, and like in general, I don't know. It's kind of difficult to... It's kind of difficult, I think, to just start talking. Like if, okay, picture if you normally don't talk much, Picture you suddenly talking 8 hours a day. Is your voice gonna be fucked? It's probably gonna be fucked. You talk like 10 words a day? Right. I think you kind of learn how to use it a little bit better over the years. But yeah, your voice definitely does change. It's obviously also a different microphone. I was using headset mics for a very long time. It's funny though, how you can kind of train that as well. It's not like I consciously think about using my voice, but it's... No, I don't play the game, Kitty. Or Kiki, rather, sorry. I just paint. I like the painting part. I sound younger now than I did back then? Really? It's kind of funny because it feels like I've grown up making videos. Like I wasn't a particularly confident guy or whatever. It's just, you know, stereotypical nerd. Like I was, for example, terrified in my first, I don't know, few years of making videos. And this is maybe a little bit funky, but I was terrified of somebody in class, like people that I would go to school with, finding out about the fact that I made YouTube videos. I was terrified about that. So like whenever friends would talk about it at school, right? They're like, I would try to like get them to shut the fuck up about it. Because I didn't want anybody in my class to know that I made videos. Because what if they made fun of me, you know? Which is really weird in hindsight, but I don't know. Yeah, it was almost like a secretive type of thing that I was making YouTube videos. Yeah. You wore a machinima shirt when you were 13. You said you worked for them. You're braver than me, Echo. It's kind of cool I kept making videos, actually. There have been many moments when I was young that I thought, you know what? Fuck this. Because nobody watched, right? Like I made videos and nobody fucking watched. It was just me and a couple friends of mine, and then occasionally somebody who found it through like the YouTube search engine. But that was it. Some people watch now, yeah. It's actually insane, dude. It still blows my mind sometimes because there's millions of views every month on YouTube and you're like, what the fuck? Like that's, you know, that's a lot of people. I remember back in high school, I used to make basic YouTube videos. I dropped it after a while because of views. Oh, not because of views, but because you lost interest? Right, yeah. It is interesting. Like, I'm very glad I stuck with it. Because in hindsight, it was a great idea, but, you know. I don't know, I just like the process of making videos. That was kind of what I wanted to do when I made it, I guess. Like, I made the videos. You made one YouTube video 15 years ago. You're still the only one who watched it on different PCs over the years. Right. What do I think I'd be doing right now if it wasn't for streaming? I have no clue, bro. I have no idea. Very hard to say. How long do you reckon I should wait before this thing is dry? Do you think it's dry? The fuck is this? It's like it's melted. Can you see that? It's like the... Oh, I think it melted some of the plastic. This glue is fucking potent. What up? I hope I live long enough for the Lowko nursing home videos. Guys, please subscribe today so I can buy porridge. I used to make sport highlight videos back in 2006. They're still on YouTube. Some of them got 100,000 views. Damn. That's not bad, dude. Yeah, sometimes the YouTube algorithm is a generous thing. Sometimes the YouTube algorithm does its thing and life's amazing. And other times YouTube is like, you know what? Fuck you. All these no, fuck you, man. I'm like, YouTube, what? So I'm not using plastic cement. This is just super glue. I don't understand how super glue works though. Should I know how super glue works? The plastic cement literally fuses the pieces together. I don't know how this shit works. Do you reckon it's solid enough to paint? Because that's like the last little bit of base coating I need to do. I think I'm gonna paint it. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay, we're gonna glue this thing down. I think this one is mostly good. This is the little torch that's gonna be sticking out on its back. Right in the gap right over here. Like so. I think it's a bit easier because this is gravity helping with the correct positioning. Okay. All right. Next up, we have whatever this is. It is something that has to go in this hole. How the fuck, why does it not fit in this hole? Do I have to shove it in? What do you do when it doesn't fit in that hole? Okay. Actually, don't answer that, chat. No. It doesn't fit. Okay, we'll do it like this. I'll just have to shove it in from the side. Yeah, I kind of like it at a bit of an angle. I'm looking at the official box art. I think this is good. And then we have the blade as well. So the blade is going to... like a dagger, whatever it is. Not really a blade. Well, I guess it's a blade, but... yeah, that one can stick out like so. I need more glue. Try a different position, Lowko. No, I think I got it. I think I got it. Thank you, though. I'm not using loop, I'm using glue. Maybe that's my problem. Yo, let's go, Eliminator. Your Lowko hoodie arrived? Guys, did you know that you can also go out and buy a Lowko hoodie over at www.lowko.shop? Sorry, I needed to take this opportunity, Eliminator. www.lowko.shop. Great website, dude. Should be your homepage. Mickey, is it your homepage when you boot up your browser in the morning? Don't lie to me, Mickey. It's not, is it? He's too slow, chat. He's trying to come up with a clever response. No, no. I don't believe that. All right. We're gonna do a little bit of agrexing on the hanging bit. Onlylocos.com. It's your home screen on your phone. Good, good, good. Do you guys mostly watch my stream on your phone or on your computers? Actually curious. I never watch streams on phone personally, but PC, computer, iPad, computer. Okay. Yeah, I did design the merch myself. Except for the full-time nerd one. That one was made by Art Anime. PC or iPad? You watch it on your smart fridge? Sick. I don't believe it for a second, but that's awesome, dude. What's going on, Goofy Cat? What stream did you just stumble upon? This is a little bit of miniature painting today.